Yo, guys, big up to every single one of you guys. Hopefully, you guys could hear me. My audio is doing good. I'm doing all right. Sorry if I haven't been up to in these past few days. I've been really busy. Sorry if I missed out on the Sao Paulo Palmeiras game, Flamengo Corinthians, the 1-1 draw. Some losing the derby to Palmeiras, not good enough. And sorry if I missed all the action because I was just busy. As you know, I'm going on vacation. And before I go on vacation, two things. Number one, sorry if I didn't react to the call ups because I had so much things in the way. And before we even get there, yes, Brazil will be playing against France and Croatia as the last preseason, not preseason, but the last friendlies before the 2026 World Cup kicks off. So, what are my thoughts from Ancelotti's call up or problems, and what are my thoughts? So yes, the international break is here, guys. We made it, guys. So what are my thoughts? It's gonna be a lot of things. So yeah, so the international break is here. So what are my thoughts of Brazil's call up? So yes, Brazil, we're gonna be taking on France and Croatia in the United States, France and Boston this coming Thursday already, in like literally in just less than 70 hours already. And then we play Croatia on Tuesday. So these are this is our call up. So yes, so we call up three goalkeepers: Allison, Bento, Ederson. But and defense we call up Alexandro, Bremo, Danilo, Douglas Santos, Gabriel Magalhaes. But Finn, Leo Pereira, Marquinhos, Wesley. Okay, basically Flamengo, Juventus, Flamengo, Nottingham Forest, if I'm not mistaken, and Arsenal, um, Flamengo, PSG, Roma, and then we got our midfield: Andre Santos, Casemiro, Danilo, Fermi, Gabriel Sora, and then here's our attack: Endrick, Gabriel Martinelli, well, Thiago, Luis Enrique, Mateus Cunha, João Pedro, Rafinha, Ryan, and Vinicius Jr., which we all know who it means. So yeah, I'm gonna say what are my thoughts, bro. I got some mixed feelings. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Including the big criticism. So first of all, big up to all my followers. So yes, what are my thoughts, bro? But yeah, guys. Unfortunately, before I do, I'm gonna have to get into the situation back to back, anyways. No Neymar. Neymar for the I lost count, but for the 10th time in the row, if I'm not mistaken, Neymar has not been called up. Neymar has not played a single game for football since October 2023, bro. And now this is our last friendly. This is like our last free window for friendlies before the World Cup, even though we could still play a couple more friendlies before the World Cup game opener against Scotland. Or no, this is Scotland, Morocco, because I kind of forgot. It's so much things. But yeah, this is our last games, and honestly, I'm a bit disappointed, bro. Okay, so going to the Neymar part, I'm gonna say it again, but first, I'm just disappointed, bro. Why are we not calling up Neymar? Yes, Neymar came back from another injury. I know he maybe not 100% fully fit, but he's 70% fully fit. He's like, why can we not try him out? It's fine to maybe even if he doesn't play the full 90 minutes. Why can he not play a few minutes? I'm really disappointed, bro. Because I think this was the opportunity, and now we're not gonna get him. I think it's. I'm really concerned, bro, because I wanted Neymar, bro. Everyone wanted to see Neymar, and now we're not gonna see him on the pitch, sadly. And then I think it's a joke, bro. It's an absolute joke from Carlo Ancelotti. I'm not gonna lie. And big up to my guy Notcruzixeo. He's gonna show me all the angry tweets. But we need Neymar on this team. Like, I don't care, bro. We need Neymar. Just because he isn't fully fit, we need our best player, bro. Neymar's been carrying the Brazilian national team for 10 years, bro. Like, why can we not let him try him out? Because here's the thing, at the World Cup, he won't get much times, even though Carlos is just vibes. But, like, this is the time to do it. This is our last window. Even if he doesn't play fully 90 minutes, it's okay. But we need Neymar, bro. Everyone wants to see Neymar, bro. Even if we're trying, like, adapt without him, but the problem is we couldn't. And then, and I'm kind of a bit upset, kind of. And a lot of people are mad on these tweets, bro. But where's Neymar, bro? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy with some of the call ups, bro. I'm happy the return of Endrick, some new call ups. But I'm just good to see Gabriel Sali. But I'm just upset, bro. But still, where's Neymar? That's my question, bro. But yeah, we call up 3 goalkeepers, bro. We are. But yeah, the big factor is just no Neymar, bro. It really frustrates me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, we need Neymar because without him, without those, the without him, bro, I think we look a lot more weaker, a lot more less confident, a lot stuff. So yeah, like, I'm just disappointed, bro, Carlo Ancelotti. I'm not trying to like mad or not, but like, I know this will be a big test, especially against France and Coarita, which I think we can definitely put up a good game without Neymar. But everyone wants to see Neymar, bro. We've been waiting since 2023 for this brother for 2.5 years. And we were all promised that he will return in 2025 at least, and he hasn't. All because he was sidelined against March. So, like, come on. We haven't even done anything. Like, in June and then September, not even that. Why are we not calling him up? He just returned to his boyhood club a full season, and yet we're still not calling him up. I think it's a joke, bro. I'm kind of upset. A lot of us are upset. Well, what are my thoughts on the goalkeeper's decision? Here, all right. So apparently, there's actually a huge update with some of these players. Apparently, have been replaced, and he still didn't call up Neymar. So apparently, I did hear rumors that that some of these one player who has suffered a hamstring injury. Someone has suffered a hamstring injury, I believe. So let me see, because someone did went down injured. Apparently, yes, and apparently there's updates, bro. So this was the original list, because guess what? So he called up Allison from Liverpool, Bento from Al Nassr, Ederson from Galatasaray, since he's no longer at Man City, like I said. But guess what? Apparently there is an update. Apparently Allison is now injured. Apparently, and I don't know how he got injured, bro. I was actually real busy, but yeah. But yeah, he's injured, bro. So which means that we're gonna have to use Bento and goal. So it looks like Allison, apparently there is an update, bro. He's currently injured. Reports in March 2026 is expected to be sidelined for the next 6 weeks, bro. And apparently, this isn't just So apparently, like, we don't know what's going on, but like, there's a huge mess right now. Apparently, Allison is injured, and apparently, and now Gabriel Magalhaes, where is he? He's now injured, so he's now been removed from the squad. Or not removed, but had to be withdrawn the squad against France and Coarita due to injuries. And Alexander as well, apparently as well. And like, so yeah, so no Drew Lillington for this because he's injured, and I get Rodrigo torn ACL. Before I catch about the Neymar rant in the bit again, so it looks like we're not going to use Allison, so it looks like Bento being goal instead. So this is going to be really important updates, bro. So it looks like we're going to have to use Bento. Looks like we're not going to call up, so I'm assuming. So yeah, so now due to this, even though the CBF don't update their page as much, but it's like it's a complicated time. Now more injuries. It's a joke, bro. Even though if Allison, I get he's injured, but or why are you not calling him up? So yeah, apparently yes, and apparently now now guess what? Hugo Soroff will be replacing Allison in goal, who I thought had a mid game against Flamengo, even though Flamengo didn't play that well, bro. So yeah, apparently Gabriel is out after suffering that hamstring injury against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup yesterday. Which, by the way, congrats to Man City. Big up to all the Blue Sharks and all that. Congrats on your win. I haven't had time to make a video about it yet because I'm just all over the place. My room is the Brazil national team is a mess. I know everything, bro, seems stressful, bro. So yeah, looks like apparently Hugo Storoff will be there. So yes. So yeah, apparently. So yes. But Sony isn't calling up Neymar. And then he also called the left back from Cruzeiro just to replace Alexandro, who got injured against Corinthians right away. This was just disappointing, bro. Yeah, I did one, and I didn't even watch the game because I was busy because I had to go to the mall to pick up stuff for the trip, bro. And with this mess, okay, what are my thoughts? Come on. So, what are my thoughts? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed, bro. Okay, so first of all, I would say, yes, I get it. Allison and Gabriel Magalhaes and Alexandro, they all had to pull out because of injuries right away. Fair enough, but I just don't get it. And I mean, Bremen, since he's back, it's been a while since he's been called up. He's been good for Juve, and that like good to see him back. Douglas Santos, it's been a while, I think. Leo Pereira, I know some people have mixed feelings. Leo Pereira, I think he's doing recently good for Flamengo. I couldn't watch him yesterday against Corinthians what he did. I think he's been pretty much solid. One of the strongest holds in the defense, especially under the Leandro era. After with the Felipe Luis drama. So yeah. Marquinhos, of course, you need experience. Even though I know Marquinhos is getting up there in age, he couldn't move as fast, but he's still really experienced, important. So I think that's a W. Wesley, I agree. To see as he's building up form, Andre Santos, Been good for Chelsea, even though not getting a lot of minutes. Even though I know his club is in the mess, Casemiro, people thought he was washed. I'll still take him, especially all this. But we're still calling out Danilo from both Botafogo and Flamengo, which I don't know. But do we really need Danilo? That midfield, even though he's been doing okay for Botafogo despite the struggles around the club, I'd say alright, give him a chance. Fabinho, so we're still calling him up, who's now at Al Qaeda in Saudi Arabia. And it looks like for the first time in like a while, if I'm not mistaken, if not ever, Gabriel Sora from Galatasaray has been called up. So I want to see how well he does. And in the attack, I would say kind of a W. Everyone has been doing good. I know João Pedro might have slowed down these past 2 weeks, but I would say he's been pretty good, bro. Endrick, he's back getting Carlos' trust finally after cooking for Lyon. Even though they're sadly out of the Europa League and Coupe de France, they're just sad. Gabriel Martinelli, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed, bro. After having that patch form, which we all thought he would be back, he's been non-existent. He was non-existent yesterday against City. I'm just disappointed, bro. Like, why are we not calling up Neymar, bro? But before I get to my Neymar rant, N'Golo Thiago, good call up, bro. He's been absolutely cooking for Brentford. And how many goals does he have? He scored a lot of penalties and open play goals for Brentford. He's been cooking. He's been Brentford's main man for the first time since Ivan Toney, basically. But yeah, but so far he has 22 goals in all competition for Brentford. Tends to be the main man after Ivan Toney, basically. No longer here. But yeah, good to see. I would love to see what he does, striker. Tails Cunha, absolutely. Even out of Wash, Manchester United will take him. João Pedro, of course, absolutely fired. Like I said, fired up. Even though kind of slowing down, but still in a good call up. Rafinha trying his best at captain, of course. Vinicius Jr. absolutely scored a brace twice against Atletico Madrid. Finally broke that record, not scoring against them. So yeah, tends to be his team now. Ryan from Bournemouth. Even though some people have debates that Ryan should be for the World Cup, and like of course there could have been other options like Kyle Jordan or like again or even though he's not called up for this one or this or Slora, but I mean we'll see what happens. I think the attack mostly good, but the problem is I'm gonna have to okay the injuries Carlo can't do nothing about it. He'll probably call up, but like Neymar, he's not injured, bro. Like what's the problem calling up Neymar, bro? Everyone wants to see Neymar, bro. Like come on, why can it not happen, bro? And like the elephant in the room. Why is Ancelotti sticking on his gun about fitness? Chris showed Neymar's reaction to the snub. It's a joke, bro. Yes, I agree with all the other call ups, bro. Some people said injury is in the mix, even though I think he's doing good for Leon. Even though he probably did slow down in the past 2 weeks, but he's still doing good. But it's a joke, bro, because even Neymar said it was a joke for not calling him up. Like, what are you doing? Like, Carlo, you're the most experienced guy. You won Champions League and all that. Especially, even though I know things haven't been great. I'm just I'm giving this okay. So I'm not gonna blame you on injuries. I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because where's Neymar? Or 5 out of 10, unfortunately. Where is Neymar? Why is Neymar not called up, bro? Like, listen, without Neymar and without the special, dribbles and all that, unless everyone else could do it somehow. Let's see if the vibes will work. without Neymar. I need those results against France and Croatia, bro, to convince me. Because I don't know. Because without Neymar, if we do get cooked, even though we're not going to see the Neymar and Mbappe reunion, it's going to be mostly on Vinny and Mbappe. And I'm going to do a preview tomorrow once I get everything else out of the way. But yeah, I just feel disappointed, bro. And I guess this will be a new era of Ancelotti to his first major test. And then apparently he might be moving the big hair up, but it doesn't matter. Neymar is still important. Like, why are we just trying to do the post Neymar identity? Like, I don't agree with this. I think we still need Neymar. He's basically our best. He's basically our best national team player of the century since after Ronaldo. Like, why are we not calling him up? That's the disappointment. If we do get exposed, and I wouldn't be mad if we lose because okay, unless Vinny, João Pedro, and Esteval. Wait, Esteval isn't even here. Oh yeah, because Esteval. I get Esteval. I get it. He's trying to recover from injury. But why has Neymar not been called up? Neymar has not been called up since 2022. 2023, my bad, but it's still a long time, bro. Man, Ancelotti, what about me? Like, and even the people on YouTube are demanding, bro. And then you could say Brazil actually plays better as a. This is without Neymar, but they still miss his magic. They'll leave behind France and Croatia, like against Luka Modric and all that. Like, I'm just kind of furious, bro. If I had to give a report card, it's definitely a C minus or D plus at best. Because Neymar, the most important piece, bro. Like even if Neymar doesn't have those levels, of course, not being at the peak anymore, he's still really important. Like, why not do it? All because he's risking of saying, like, come on. If Neymar cooks, for example, against Remo, which is like Santos' next game, even though Santos lost to Internacional, drew with Cruzeiro away from home these past few days. And then they got a big game against Flamengo on April 5th, which by the way, subscribe to Flamengo TV if you want to watch Neymar for free, especially for one day. And if he has a good performance, even if Santos will probably lose, get battered by Flamengo at the Maracanã. If Neymar has a good performance, you just embarrass yourself. Now, Ancelotti, you must win the World Cup. This happens, bro. Like, I'm not trying to see this humiliation. If we lose by 2 or 3 goals, I'm not saying Ancelotti out, but some criticism. Like, why are you not calling up Neymar, bro? I'm just give him like maybe 2 more years, bro. At least 2 more years. I don't know about the Copa America in 2028, even though you're welcome to stay. But I want Neymar. But everyone wants to watch Neymar, bro. And this is not Cruzidense's tweets, bro. He's furious, bro. This is not good enough. What are we doing? But yeah. But I'm surprised. It's just ridiculous. Neymar wasn't called up for Brazil. This is his response. Absolutely. It's actually over. I hope Brazil get July ruined, doesn't. He might, so I'm gonna retweet this. Big ups to Notcruzixeo. Follow him. Cruzeiro fan and still a big Neymar fan. But yeah, not good enough, bro. And I hope Carlo Ancelotti, because if we get cooked, bro, I swear, bro, we still need Neymar in the year 2026 for at least the last time, bro. Like, come on, bro. There are Santos shirts being sold at my local flea market down in San Jose in the Hispanic areas. Yes, the sweat markets, even though they may just sell Neymar Santo jerseys and not Cruzeiro, Flamengo, or Corinthians kids, for example, even though they should be as well, because Brazilian football deserves to be popular, especially in the Hispanic America, Spanish Latin America. But come on, Ancelotti. So yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. Big up to every single one of you. Subscribe, follow my tweet, follow Notcruzixeo. Shout out to him. Like this video. Please please let me know what are your thoughts. I'll do the preview tomorrow. So